Diablo 4 Season 7 is about to start. This right here is all of the stuff they're going to be adding into this season. If you haven't seen this yet, it is a lot. There is going to be a couple key features in this season that I wanted to make sure that I covered with everybody because it's very easy to miss. This is going to get your season started off right if you make sure you hit these couple little things. Now, before we deep dive into all of these things that you do not want to miss in this season, if you're a hungry barbarian like I am, then you're going to want to hear a word from the sponsor of this video, HelloFresh. Delicious meals delivered to your door with pre-portioned, fresh ingredients and a step-by-step recipe. This is cooking made easy, so you can focus on what's really important, spending time doing what you love. Make sure you use the link in the top of the description of this video with my promo code to receive your free 10 meals. Not only that, but you get breakfast for life for free. Not sure what to cook for dinner? Follow along with their daily menu planner. Or, if you're looking for some inspiration, browse their easy-to-use recipe menu with vegetarian options. Simply click the world cuisine of your choice, the type of dish you want to make, and follow their step-by-step instructions for the perfect meal. HelloFresh. Dinner is solved. This season is the season of witchcraft. It's going to be focused around whisper caches for your seasonal reputation. This right here is one of the brand new whispers that's going to be showcased in the new season. This was from the devs live stream. They showed us a couple different whispers and I got to test them out in the PTR. They're a lot of fun. As you complete your whispers, you can turn them in throughout the zone that's called the Headhunt Zone. This is going to be a way to increase your reputation with the new seasonal mechanics. It'll unlock witch powers and it'll give you more rewards as you go. The whispers not only are going to help you with your reputation, but they're also going to help you with unlocking these right here. These are exposed roots. These are going to be how you're going to summon monsters and also a way to have a chance to summon a boss. This will notify the entire area. If you look at the minimap, you'll see it pulsing out there. This is what it's like in Helltides when you summon the Blood Maiden. You have a chance to summon one of the bosses, notify the entire area, everybody can come over and help you kill these bosses. The bosses are going to have two different types, and this is where it's going to be really important. You're either going to have one with a head or one that's going to be headless. You can see it inside of the name there where it says Headless Husk. Those with a head are going to drop the fugitive heads for you. Those fugitive heads are going to be used for something later on that we'll get to. This is going to be what your reputation looks like. This is what you get from turning in your whisper caches. That is one of the witch powers that's going to be unlocked as you turn in your whisper caches. While you kill monsters throughout the game, they're going to drop rot. The rot is going to be used to purchase the witch powers for you. They're also going to be used to upgrade your witch powers. As you hover over any of the powers, it's going to give you the option to upgrade. On the keyboard, it's going to be F. Whatever controller you're using, it'll tell you exactly which one it is. You can upgrade your powers right from there. These are going to be your lost powers. As you go through dungeons, you're going to find these throughout. It can even be inside of the pits. Make sure that you click on them and you don't run past it. If you look at the minimap, it shows that it's not been clicked on. Once you click on it, then you can see that it has been discovered. This will unlock your new powers. Each time that you click on it, if you already have the powers unlocked, it will upgrade those powers for you instead of having to spend rot on it. The rot prices to upgrade these lost powers is pretty steep. So going through and finding these throughout your dungeons are going to be a really, really great way to upgrade it, especially throughout the new dungeons that are going to be dropping. These new dungeons that we're going to be getting into, which I'll have a complete run from the PTR at the very end of the video, are going to be called Root Hold dungeons. This is what they're going to look like right here. You're going to unlock them by using the Root Hold Whispers. This is going to take you straight there. You can go to your minimap, and then you can click on the dungeon itself to go inside of it. Once you're inside these dungeons here, you're going to be faced with a choice. There's going to be some roots on the ground. They're going to have a boon and a bane. They're very similar to as you were leveling and going through the campaign, you faced with hell breaches. This is the same thing. You get to pick and choose something that's going to hurt you, something that's going to benefit you. So it's going to be your choice. As you're going through these dungeons now you can kind of see where everything is getting tied together. As you do your whispers, they added in a key whisper cache. Those caches will have a ton of different Nightmare Dungeon keys, your Root Hold keys, your Infernal Horde keys. Inside of this, you're going to have the option to get a lot of different items. The root hold that's on the ground right there is actually going to give you a ton of loot, a ton of materials. This is going to be a really great farm for you to do. So we were talking about fugitive heads. This is also going to be a really great place to get fugitive heads as well, because you can guarantee that you're going to fight a head rotten boss. Inside of the new zone that we're going to be going into, there's a chance to summon one of them. You guaranteed. Now, if you look right here, this one says fugitive head. That means that you're going to have a head on this boss. They're not guaranteed inside of this either, but you know that you're going to be fighting a boss. If you see right here on the screen, you can see there is a fugitive head right in the middle there. What you do with those fugitive heads is you take them over to the Tree of Whispers, you go right to the Coven Jeweler, and you can craft your occult gems. These occult gems are going to be very important because they're going to play a part with your new witch powers. As long as you meet the requirements on these occult gems, it's going to give you additional powers that play into your witch powers as well. You have to match what it says on the occult gems in order to unlock those powers. These gems are also going to replace your skulls and your diamonds because they have both armor and they have resistances on them as well. So speaking of gems, we are now going to be able to spend our gem fragments. We can go right to any jeweler, go to the very last tab here. You can craft amulets and you can craft rings. A great way to approach this is that amulets can drop pretty much any aspect in the game. They have only one aspect that they cannot have. So if you're farming for a specific aspect, this is going to be a great farm for that aspect. You just craft one of the caches. When you open it, it has a chance to drop that aspect that you want, or a really good amulet. It can drop up to ancestral legendary gears as well. So this is going to be a thing that when we get further into the game and we start creating alts, or even as we're leveling, we don't need the gem fragments, that will be amazing. Another quality of life change that Blizzard implemented is that we do not have to do our class quests anymore. You can if you want to, but on any single class that you have already completed again, at level 15 or whatever the required level is for that class, you're going to have it unlocked immediately. If you do go and do it in the new season, you're going to start getting what they call archetype caches. Those caches are going to contain very specific gear. This is replacing the chests that we're going to be getting from the previous season that were targeted for our class. This one was a pyromancy one. It's going to give you 2 legendary items. Now at level 15, legendary items are very hard to come by, so it's going to be a really big boost to your leveling power. You're also going to be getting a temper manual. That temper manual will be focused around your specific class, so it's pyromancy endurance here. It's going to be really, really great for your quality of life as you're leveling. Now, this is just a little tip here, but this is Dorian, and I am Team Dorian. If you're Team Dorian, let me know in the comments what you think. This is Blizzard's very first pet that flies. There may be more later on to come, but there were several people that told me that they will not play Season 7 unless they change the pets and gave us new ones. The way that you unlock Dorian is just by completing your seasonal journey. You do not have to purchase anything. You don't have to purchase the battle pass. You just have to hop on, play through the journey, and you will get Dorian unlocked. I cannot wait. That is going to be the very first thing I do when I hit the season, is make sure that I start working on that seasonal journey, because that's something that I normally miss. Blizzard also dropped a surprise on us. This is one of the brand new witch powers that we didn't even get to test on the PTR. It wasn't working correctly, so now we're all going to get to try this out at the same time. Nobody knows how it's going to work, but honestly, I'm very excited to get in there and get some Hammer of the Ancients overpower builds going, because this is going to be one of the witch powers that I will be using. So before we hop into the run of a full root hold, I wanted to cover just a recap of everything that we just talked about, how everything is going to tie together this season. Whispers is going to be the seasonal theme. That's how you're going to get your reputation. You're going to head to the headhunt zone. That's where you're going to do your whispers. You can turn them in right inside the headhunt zone. Inside the headhunt zone, as you turn those whispers in, inside the caches, you're going to be able to get keys in order to get into the root holds. By using either the exposed roots or doing the root hold dungeons, that's how you're going to be able to fight these head rotten bosses. Those bosses have a chance to drop the fugitive heads. Those are going to unlock all your occult gems, so those are going to be really, really important to do. As you're going through and you're fighting inside of these zones, you're also going to be getting Restless Rot. This Restless Rot is going to be used to upgrade those witch powers that you're going to be getting. So this is going to be the cycle of how we're going to get through this season and how we're going to upgrade all of our witch powers, our occult gems, and our seasonal reputation in order to get our Resplendent Spark at the very end of it. As promised, here is a full run of one of the new root hold dungeons. This was from my live stream, so check out the run and then let me know in the comments what you think of all of the new changes. I'm very excited for it. Oh, it takes you right back in. Same zone. So these new dungeons, they're called Silent Root Hold Whispers, Whispering Woods. When you first start off, you have 4 options. You can either get minor rewards. You're going to have roots all throughout the dungeon that give you rewards. So you can either increase the amount of roots that you get, or you can increase the amount of rewards that you get from the roots itself. So the last time we started off with increased rewards. So this time we're going to start off with exposed roots. So let's see what this happens here. Oh, as soon as I'm done with this dungeon here, I'll grab it. But actually, you know what I ended up doing? Because we couldn't boost at all, I ended up swapping over to my other characters. Whoa, 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 whoa. My seasonal character, or the characters that I copied over from the season. And I started running with the Deathblow build, the Deathquake build that I have. And it's really good. So these are the exposed roots. So when you click on it, you get all of the rewards. If you look at the rewards here that we just picked up from both of those, you get a ton of stuff from them. A lot of gold. A lot of crafting rewards. One of them, I got 112 rawhide from a single one. So you pick up the exposed roots. They drop a bunch of rewards out for you. Get Restless Rot in here. Ooh, that one gave a bunch of Restless Rot. So now you get to pick which ones you want to do here. So now we already got an additional exposed root. So let's do an increased to minor rewards. So you increase your minor rewards. Then you just run through. Seems like a pretty decent place to level up. It looks like staying in the witching zone would be a lot easier, but that dropped a legendary. It dropped a whole bunch of veiled crystals. A whole bunch of stuff. And as you get further and further in, it actually drops more and more, and there's more and more roots. So, and it seems like that, depending on the dungeon, all of the drops are going to be a little bit different. 30 iron chunks, 40 veiled crystals. At this point of leveling, when you're only level 34, veiled crystals aren't super abundant. So 34 of them is a massive amount. So this is actually going to really, really help level it up. Let's keep on clearing. So it's actually really important to go clear this entire dungeon. Because you get in the final room before the boss, you actually get a lot more of the roots. So we're going to go clear out the rest of the dungeon. And get some more roots. Pick up all your rare gear. Make sure you salvage it. Another 15 veiled crystal, 40 rawhide. We got some runes that are dropping now. And it actually tells you along the side there, if you look, right over here, it tells you how many exposed roots that you've gotten. So we just go through. This is the last exposed root here. So now you know that we can safely move on to the boss. These are the new dungeons that are going to be in the season here. I am pretty happy with this. Monster density is not terrible. Little events that spawn, but the crafting rewards are really, really good. Alright, so let's head up to the boss now. We'll see what the boss rewards are. I remember right from the last one, I don't think the boss rewards were quite as good as the roots. That might be something that'll change when we hit the live servers. So it acts like a little event. Root pops up. Boss spawns. And see what we get for some rewards here. It feels very much like Season 2, which I definitely like. That was a great season. So we'll see what this feels like when it hits the live server, but so far, pretty happy with how this has been going. Alright, so we got 20 iron chunks, 20 rawhide, and 20 veil crystals for the completion of that. So, still not too bad at all. I'm live every night. Stop by, say hi, theorycraft with me. Catch you on the clip side.